Hello, hello, my Pisces. How are you? This reading is for Monday, August 24th, which it is Monday, August 24th right now for me, but I'm gonna get this up for you today until next Monday, August 31st. So the rest of August. Let's see what you need to hear. And welcome in. If you've never seen me before, I'm Jerrica. Pleasure to meet you. Okay, so what I'm feeling right away is this week really learning how to not break your back, how to not put yourself through the ringer to be able to receive more. Okay, this is definitely a time of receiving for Pisces, and I'm a Pisces myself, so this is why we're starting with Pisces. I'm starting with Pisces for these videos. So this is a time of learning how to not overdo it so you can receive more. The thing is that again, Pisces, we are fish, so we gotta flow. If there's a blockage, if there is a stop in the water flow, we can't breathe. Things start to feel, uncomfortable for us, right? Like we need that flow, we need that water supply, and you gotta think about it this way. Again, we are fish. So we are surrounded by water, right? Fish are surrounded by water. Water is currency. Water is abundance. Water is a very valuable resource, the most valuable resource. Without water, we don't have anything. So it's important to think about it this way. You are constantly surrounded by the energy. 10 of Pentacles, I just saw. Pisces, we're constantly surrounded by that water, by that flow, by that abundance, right? Like water is so abundant. It does so many things. We can cook with it. We can drink it. We can shower with it. We feed our animals with it. Like there's so much that it does for us. And it's important to remember this because this is your natural state. This is where you naturally are. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. This is where you naturally are. So it's important to remember that. It's important to remember that. And this is a time of learning how to receive versus pushing yourself past your limits or overworking. Because when you overwork, you're creating more blocks. See what the Pisces need to hear, please, for the rest of August. Pisces, collective Pisces. For some of you, I'm feeling a lot of sciatica or a lot of cramps and things coming up. Body feeling really uncomfortable. I want to say potentially like some circulation stuff going on here, needing to just do more stretches. I know I definitely need that. You have the 9 of Cups coming out here and then the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of you are really focusing on going forward. You're not going backward, okay? A lot of you are really focusing on, I'm ready to go to the next thing, the Fool. I'm ready to start over. I am done with the BS. I'm ready to listen to my intuition. I'm ready to flow. I'm ready to listen to my higher self. It's like you got, again, the 9 of Cups is all about receiving. You have already done the work and really sat through things, right? And like the work is ongoing. You don't just stop healing or just stop one day doing the internal work. That never happens, right? Like that shouldn't be happening. You should always be growing. Not obsessively, but always doing things to, improve yourself little by little. So this 9 of Cups is really like, it's time for you to sit there and receive. 9 of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So it's time for you to receive, besties. It's time for you to let yourself just sit back and look at all the cups that you've gotten. Look at all of the things you've done, all the things you have accomplished. I'm not saying it's been easy because it's been really hard for us Pisces for the last few years, but I'm not saying it's all been easy, but look at how much you've accomplished and how much you've overcame. Like you went through the work that it took to receive those cups. You went through the work that you needed to do to get those cups. All right, I take one card at a time most of the time, y'all, unless I feel called. 7 of Cups. Don't start adding things right now, okay? A lot of you, I feel with this 7 of Cups, maybe you're feeling a little bit confused on what's going on, so you're trying to like make up for things. It's like, okay, why is everything so... It's like for some of you, you just don't know how to relax. And Pisces, we are natural receivers. We're natural, like our nature is to relax and keep it very chill. That's what we like. We like our peace. But I think for a lot of you, you've kind of added to the stress by trying to add more things. I think a lot of you are feeling the confusion because it's like now it's time for you to just receive, not do a bunch of things. It's like you've been doing the work, but it's not really doing anything for you. It's like, Okay, I've been doing more stuff, but it's actually making things worse. And so you're trying to figure out more things. You're trying to ask more questions. What if? How do I do this? But now it's just time to receive. Excuse me, y'all. Now it's just time to receive and enjoy where you're at. A lot like this is not a time. 777. You guys, this is not a time to be putting up your walls and protecting spaces that no longer protect you. If there is somebody in your life that is not good for you, don't protect them and defend them. If there is something that you're doing that's not good for you, don't protect and defend. This is a time to reflect on why you're trying to keep the things that are dead and gone, that are no longer flourishing, that are no longer alive. Why are you trying to keep those things alive? That's what this is saying. Because again, that part of you that's trying to keep this maybe hustle, or I got to go, I got to figure everything out alive, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And I know it sounds so simple. I'm not saying you don't do anything, but you don't have to put in the overworking. You think a fish is always overworking when they're swimming? No, they're flowing. They're chilling. It's like a lot of you are continuously putting yourself in an upstream that's like really rough and trying to swim your way through that, when all you have to do is just stop doing that. Stop trying to fight this way. Let go and let the flow take you the other way. And you're going to get to your destination. All right, let's see what else, Pisces. King of Cups. Golly, Pisces. Look at all this water energy. This is a time to really get into your Zen zone. I say this all the time about Pisces. If we are not doing things that help us with our spirituality, then it's going to be rough for us. We got to do the things that help us feel emotionally connected and emotionally in tune, right? Again, that is where we find the most comfort. That is where we flourish. That is where we flow, because that is our nature. That is what's going to ground you, right? So like an earth sign, they're going to be grounded. Let me think, earth sign. Why can I not think of the animals for some reason? The goat, right? With Capricorns. A goat's probably not going to do well in the water. They're going to be grounded on land. That's what grounds them, right? So they need that stability underneath them. That's what their stability is. Us Pisces, us fish, we belong in the water. That's what's going to ground us. That's what's going to keep us alive and well, right? And so this King of Cups is saying, time to find your Zen. Time to find that emotional maturity. And the thing is that Pisces, we do have a level of emotional maturity. We're very emotionally in tune, but sometimes we don't always manage our emotions well. And so the King of Cups tells you to manage your emotions, because when you manage your emotions, this is when you thrive. So us Pisces, we're very liable to say, oh, today I don't really feel like it, so I'm not going to do it. This is a time to learn how to find ways to manage those emotions. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling heavy, how do you healthily work through that so you can keep going in your flow, so you can keep doing what it is that you need to do? You know, maybe instead of doing an hour workout, you do a 5-minute workout, because it's not, it's maybe you're just like not feeling all of it today. And that's fine. You don't have to push yourself. We're not going to do good by pushing ourselves. But like, again, finding finding the maturity in that way, that relaxation in that way, where we are like, okay, I know I'm not feeling the best, but I'm going to choose to do the things that are still good for me, that I know are going to make me feel good. That's the emotional maturity that I'm talking about, okay? And like managing if you're somebody who kind of has outbursts sometimes, I feel like Pisces are crashing out right now, so managing your crash outs. Let's see what else here for Pisces. Let's get a few more, and let's see what's going on. We'll take those two. We got the 5 of Cups. We got the 8 of Cups here. Saw the 8 of Cups earlier. You got the 7, 8, and 9 of Cups. New opportunities are on the way, you guys. Stop focusing so much on your emotions. I say as a Pisces. Your emotions also can be very deceptive. They are incredibly important, just like your ego is, and just like your protection part of you is, but also they can be overdone. The 5 of Cups says there's new opportunities here, especially during this eclipse season. There's new opportunities here. 8 of Cups has an eclipse on it, and it's time for you to let go of the emotional attachments to the things that you had. It's time for you to be recognized and cherished. It's time for you to be outside. It's time for you to be talking, letting people know what's up. Okay, my Pisces? It's time to receive. It's time to flaunt. Pop in my back. You could be wanting to move and or traveling right now, but it is time to get moving in this new direction. It is time to just let yourself be authentically in your power. Okay? It is time for you to just let yourself be the divine, psychic, intuitive Pisces that you are. Set those boundaries. Tell people no. This week is going to be the week where you really learn how to receive, where you really learn how to let yourself just stay calm and flow. Stay calm and flow. If you feel like giving up right now, please don't. This is your time, I promise. If you enjoyed this reading and you would like an individual reading for yourself, you can check out this description below. I do offer readings privately as well. And if you don't mind subscribing, liking, all of that, I really appreciate it. Dropping a comment below, it does help the videos. And let me know, Pisces, how this is resonating with you. Good luck to you this week.